Welcome to my Garage Talk series. This is where we're going to be working on projects. We're going to have guests here. Who knows what's going to be rolling in here, but stay tuned. This is where it's all going to happen. Thank you for joining us, everyone. We haven't done a video in a while, and I figured, you know what? We should do one on BrewDub, and it's going to be on things that need to be done. I have a little list going on, and I finally assembled it. So here's BrewDub's needs. The odometer cable needs to be looked at. We've had some issues with it. It works and doesn't work. We're going to go ahead and see if maybe it needs a little lubrication. The fuel pump needs to be replaced. The diaphragm's leaking, so it's leaking a lot of fuel into the case. The coil, I'm going to replace the coil. It's been a while. I noticed, like, when I have the blinker on, I notice on the tack it kind of moves a little bit. So just going to do that. Obviously change the oil and valve adjustment. Haven't done that in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and reseal the valve covers. They're starting to leak a little bit, and I think that might have something to do with the fuel. A lot of fuel getting in the engine case. So thinning out the oil there. We're going to check the transmission fluid. I haven't done that in a little bit. And we're going to do front rear shoes. And I bought new drums for the front. I'm going to check to see how the rears are, and we'll kind of go from there. But first off, let's check the odometer cable. All right, I'm gonna put a little lube in there. I'm just using a thin lube. This is sort of like bike chain lube. I'm just gonna see if we can coat that in there. Okay, that end looks pretty good. It didn't seem like it was broken, so the next step I want to do is pop off the outside cover here. Good. I found the reason. The dust cover is hanging off. How do you like that? So what we'll do, I'm going to tap that back in. Always something, I'm telling you. Let's see here. At least it was minor. I don't have to buy a new cable. Oh yeah. Well, that's fixed. Now, I got one I can check off now. Bingo. Okay. Next on the list is to replace the fuel pump. I got my fuel pump in a new box over here. So I've taken both 13mm nuts off the fuel pump. Take the washers off where I don't use those. There you go. Got it. Popped off the fuel lines. Now we can pull it out. I don't know if I can get this. Yeah, I can. My concern was getting this around. I'll probably have to pull the car. So this nut's going to be in the way. Not a big deal. Let me go ahead and pull the car. I'm going to go ahead and clean the surface here on the case. I recently went ahead and go ahead and clean the surface here on the case. I recently went ahead and replaced the seals on here, thinking that might be the issue, but because I did see a little fuel on there, but you know what? I figured out the next best option is to go ahead and replace the whole pump. It's an old pump, I've had it on there for a long time. Figure, you know what? Replace it. I can use this one as a backup. God forbid I ever get stuck. You know, I haven't been stuck in this car on the side of the road, and I'm gonna jinx myself. Probably 11 years. It's pretty good, huh? For a Volkswagen. Alright, so let's go ahead and rip this other seal off. So I think the whole kit came with all new seals and everything. So, I think it was 11 years ago, no, probably 12 years ago, I had an 1835cc engine in here, and it was leaking so much oil. I mean, it was just blowing oil all over the place. Well, one day, I didn't check the oil, and the engine seized up. But with this engine, I haven't had any issues. People always say they have a lot of issues with the car's not reliable. I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky. But it's like one of the most reliable cars to me. You gotta take care of them, you gotta take care of you. Alright, so here we go. That's the bottom end of the seal. Alright, that's a little rough. Hey guys. We're almost there. I always like to use like gasket maker on all my seals. I know some people don't like doing that, but I just like the added assurance. So I always add it to mine. So, got a new oil pump push rod here. It's a little short too. See, that's an issue with that pump. Let's see. Yeah, actually this one's going to require the smaller one, which will be fine. Alright, let's get everything in here. Seals in. Alright. Put a little bit of, use Ultra Gray. Just a little bit of that. Might be ultra hardened by now. Use a little bit. See if we can pop this open here. Alright. Put a little bit of that on there. Just kind of use your finger, kind of rub it all in here. Seals now aren't cut very well. Let's see here, this looks like for the pump side here. That'll be the pump side. I'll go ahead and use. Let's go ahead. Yeah, they got all kinds of parts in there, I don't even know. Let's get the new spacer in here. There actually is fluid in here. I've never seen a fuel pump, new fuel pump with fuel in it. They tested it. Alright, so the fuel inlet is in on the top one here, pushing out on the bottom. So this will go right up to the carb. But first, this calls for a shorter pin, this pump. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But what I like to do is put a little grease around it. Just especially on the top and bottom where it's going to be hitting. That, just rub it up around the whole thing here. No big deal. Okay. So you'll see the flat part's going to go on the top, the bottom is going to go hit the bottom of the can here. So we can push that through. There you go. That. Okay. Assembling. Let's go ahead and put this back here. Almost there. actually. You know what? No, it doesn't. Well, it's close. Pretty close. So what I'm gonna have to do is go ahead and widen this a little bit. I guess this is why you buy German. Didn't quite fit. I had to grind out a little bit of the metal in here. Anyway, I think we're good. Put a little dab of grease on here. A little lever. Alrighty. Fit now. Looking good. Alright, let's put everything back together. Put that there. The fuel pump did not work. It did not match up. I had to hollow out some of the holes on the new pump, and as I was screwing it back on, it broke the little plastic riser. So I'm just returning this one. I'm gonna go ahead and get another one. Just better quality. Got to be careful what you buy on the internet now. So I'll keep you guys posted when we do the fuel pump. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.